Hey everybody, and welcome to your class Principles of Finance. I'm your instructor, Mr. Benjamin. This is an asynchronous online class, so all the work we do will be online and following the schedule that we have set up for the class. So the objectives of this presentation are to learn about how this class will work, become familiar with our class shell, as it's called, or our site in D2L, understand how Connect works. Connect is our publisher site through McGaw-Hill, and what's in Connect. I want you to know the schedule, commit to managing to it, and learn about the easiest points you'll have in class by the time we're done. Just a little bit about me. For over 40 years, I've been involved in businesses selling a lot of different kinds of things, either directly or through catalogs and online, and a wide variety of industries that I've been involved in. I've worked for massive multinational corporations, and I've owned my own businesses. I've financed several startups, and through the growth stages of it, I've launched new businesses, products, and markets. And business development activities were really important to leverage my finance acumen. So I really understood. I learned a lot about finance through business development activities. I got my MBA from Kellogg, going part-time at night, and I was working really full-time. I was traveling and everything. Wouldn't recommend it. I'm glad I got through it, but it was a real challenge. So in summary, I know how to make business profitable, start new businesses, make old businesses grow like new businesses. And that little piece I just gave you there is something I called an elevator speech, and that's what I would say to somebody that I just met. And it's all part of something, a really important part of business known as networking, and we're going to talk about that throughout class. And I can't stress to you how important that is. 88%, I believe, was the last time I looked, of all management jobs are filled through networking. So it's an important activity that you need to become familiar with. And a good starting point is to join LinkedIn. LinkedIn is sort of the professional community, social media community, if you will. Feels a little bit like Facebook, but it's really for professionals. And it's free to join. You can pay for different levels of service, but really when you first start, just go for the free one. Get yourself in there and start working on it. So I fully encourage you to do that. So let's talk about what D2L is. D2L, and it also is known as Brightspace. If you're not familiar with it and you haven't taken classes at Oakton, you maybe have used other learner management software, and D2L is just a version of that. I don't think you'll find that it's too difficult, but to become familiar with it, there's a little link there to help you understand more about it. Oakton has outstanding resources to help you understand how to use D2L, and if you have any questions and things like that, and I'm certain I can help you as well. But you have a lot of resources at Oakton. So we're going to use D2L to communicate. D2L has an email server in it. It's the easiest one for us to use and the cleanest one for me to use because, frankly, my Oakton email gets bogged down with a lot of different stuff, and I hate to think that I missed a student's email because it got buried in a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to do posts on D2L, and I'm going to do announcements in D2L. All those are going to be important for you to keep up with as we go through the class. You'll find all the course content there. You'll be able to access Connect through D2L. We're going to take our tests in D2L, and we have a group assignment at the end of class, which I'll cover in more detail as we get closer to it, but that will be done through D2L as well. I really strongly suggest you install Brightspace Pulse, which is an app that you can put on your phone, which you can do most of the things in D2L, but mostly get the communications through it. They have it for Google Play, and they have it in App Store as well for your Mac. I have it, I use it, and I find it's very, very helpful. I want you to fill out a D2L profile, and let me show you what that looks like. So when you've logged into our class website, it looks like this. And your profile's up in the corner there. I see mine up there because I'm logged in as me. And if I click on that thing once, you'll see the profile. And I want you to fill this thing out where you can put in some information about yourself. Put your picture in there. Put a real picture in there, by the way. Not some goofy, iconic picture, an avatar or something like that. Put your real picture in there so people know who you are. And then put in as much information as you can possibly put in that you can feel comfortable doing. The key thing with filling out this profile and why it's important is that it's going to be your means to know who your classmates are, and amongst other things, it's your first step in networking. So I think it's really, really a good thing for you to do. So make sure your profile is filled out with a good picture of you. As I mentioned too, is that you're going to connect with Connect is the name of the site that you go through to get to our class publisher site through McGraw-Hill. Now this is really, really important that you do this because that's where your textbook is and that's where your homework assignments are going to be. There's some other features of it that are very nice, but those are the key things that you're going to do. Now you have, normally these classes are set up that are called direct digital access, and you pay a fee as part of your tuition, but this time it didn't work out that way. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't matter. Because it just means that you're going to have to do this yourself. So what you're going to do is go through online to McGraw-Hill Direct. There's a video link in how to do that in D2L in our introductory documents. And then you can also go to the Oakton bookstore and buy something called an access card, and that will allow you to get at the connection to Connect. Either way, you're going to have to pay for it. Like you would any other textbook, but it's really important that you get the Connect version of it. Don't just buy the textbook, because you won't be able to do the homework and submit it. In Connect, you're going to find our text and our assignments. So let me take a brief moment to show you what Connect looks like. Now, when you actually sign into Connect, it'll look like this. It'll show you upcoming assignments and things that are happening that way. Here is your access down here to your web text. It's Foundations of Financial Management by Stanley Block, are the authors, and it's the 18th edition. So that's really important to do. There's some other things you can use which are really helpful as we get closer to taking tests. I'll go over those with you as well. But those are the main things that you're going to get at there. And again, when you first sign up for it, you're going to have to create an account in McGraw-Hill. Now, maybe you've used Connect in the past, in which case you can use your account that you already have set up. But if you haven't, it's a really simple process to get it set up. When you get to that point, you will actually purchase the access to it. And I have a video out there that explains exactly how you go about doing that. You'll also find listed in D2L under content, you'll find the course syllabus. I'm not going to go through that in detail in this video. It's pretty self-explanatory if you want to read through it. It's got all the basics of what's happening with the class, but I'm going to talk about all those things here as well. So make sure you go through the course syllabus so you understand what's involved there. The key thing that I want you to take away is what you see, and I want you to look at real quickly, is something called the course schedule. I have it in a Excel version and in a Word version. I'm going to show you where they are here real quick in D2L. So if I go under content, you're going to see something called, this tab here is called syllabus, course outline, schedule, all that kind of thing. I'll go right to that so you can see what's there. There are lots of different things that are attached here, but you'll find this video presentation here. You'll also find the PowerPoint from that as well. How you actually get to Connect, how to log into Connect, that's where the video link is, so that will help you do that. And then I have a couple of documents here that, like I said, the syllabus is in here, but also where the course schedule is. And you can find that here, and it's an important document because it shows exactly how the course is set up. Now what I'm showing you here is the one in Excel, but there's also one that I posted out there that's also in Word. This isn't the only place where you have dates and assignment dates and all that kind of thing. Those are also in D2L underneath the actual folders for assignments and those types of things. But this puts it in one place. The way this class is set up is kind of in a weekly cadence. We go through a chapter or two a week, and it tells you exactly what's coming up. So in week 1, as you can see, the dates are outlined here, and it says all the different things you need to do by the end of the week. including watching the Connect videos. And then you have a really brief test number 1, which is a really simple test, basically on the syllabus, but it's mainly to get you to take the test. And then, as you can see, we have a weekly cadence to it. In week 2, we cover chapters 2 and 3 down the line. We have our tests scheduled as to when they are. And you'll see there's just sort of a weekly cadence to it, and you'll see exactly how you go about what you need to do. So I strongly suggest you, as you do the planning for the week, is to look at the schedule every Sunday and kind of give you a heads up as to what's coming up for that particular week. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is grading. This is very straightforward grading scale in the class. There's 100 points available. Anything from 90 up to 100, you get an A, 80 to 89.99, you get a B. As you see, the scale goes down like that. It's a very standard scale. The way the grades work out is that you have homework assignments for just about every chapter. There's 15 assignments altogether, and those are all worth 4 points, so that's worth 60 points or 60% of your grade. The tests that matter, not the very first test, but the second and the third test, are worth 10 and 15 points respectively. And then we have, we're going to do a case on a company called Enron, which is worth 10 points. And then you get some easy points here with test number 1. You can get up to 4 points for that, and you get 1 point for Connect, watching the Connect video orientation videos. All that adds up to 100 points. That's the standard scale. That's how the grades work out. You have 2 extra credit opportunities. One is completing all the activities for in week 1, and I'll go over those before the end of this video. And then you also have a test, an optional test at the end of class that's worth a whole letter grade that are also extra credit points. So how do you do well in this class? Keep pace. It moves very fast. I have very little flexibility to extend assignments and things like that. And the other thing to keep in mind is these assignments are foundational. The chapters are the material. What we learn in the first few chapters, you're going to be using in later chapters. So you really have to kind of keep pace with it. So complete all the assignments on time. Keep up with the text reading in the assignments. Look at the course schedule, as I said, every Sunday to see what's coming up. And then ask for help. So I have virtual office hours between 11 and 12. I'll show you exactly where that is. There's a virtual office, as you will see underneath the syllabus tab, and that's where I'm going to be there. But I also understand that you guys are taking this in asynchronous online class. You're looking for some flexibility, and I'm willing to be flexible with you in terms of meeting with you. So if you want to meet with me, just send me an email with 3 different times where you can meet, and I'll set it up either in that virtual office or in a Google Meets session. Okay, so you got the basics of getting started here. So by Friday, I want you to have read the course documents, the syllabus, the course outline, the schedule, how to do well in class. I actually wrote a document exactly what you need to do in a lot more detail than what you're getting in this video. Want you to watch the Connect orientation videos, actually log into Connect, get signed up, get your access, and so that you're able to get at the text and read chapter 1 this week. There's no homework for that, but you need to read it, and it is on the test. Take the test 1, where you're going to sign up for something called Honor Lock. There'll be some more details in another post that I'll put out real early in the week. I want you to fill out your D2L profile and schedule a one-on-one virtual meeting with me, which you can do also through D2L. And I'm going to put out a separate announcement on that. But to sign up for that, and it's nothing more than a Google Sheets kind of a thing, but to sign up for that, you need to be logged into your Oakton Google account, not your personal one, not your work one, but your Oakton one. If you do that, then you'll be able to get at it's a shared document. You'll be able to sign up for a one-on-one meeting with me, which is really not that big of a deal. It's about at the very most, probably about a 15-minute meeting where we talk to each other about what our objectives are, and I can answer any questions you have about the class. So that's what you need to do. Basically, get that going this week. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And I wish you the very best of luck, and welcome to class.